Hey, my name is Mariam Wade, and I'm going to talk about the presentation that I gave called Path to Passion, a Pursuit of Professional Excellence. So my presentation that I delivered is Path to Passion, or what I call P2P, your Pursuit of Professional Excellence. And it's really around balancing what I refer to as the three circles, your professional life, your personal life, and your life of service, or what you do in your community, whether it's sort of like your volunteer work. And so in my presentation, I wanted to make sure it was interactive after I gave my overview of the three circles and some personal stories and how to find your passions in life. But to make it interactive, I wanted to make sure that the attendees were able to ask questions, which they did, and I had some questions ready myself. When I was writing my presentation, putting it together and doing an outline, my concern was if what I was presenting was going to resonate with the attendees from other countries and other cultures, because the conference has over 35 countries represented. So I found out that it does from the attendees at the presentation. So I had one gentleman from Italy who stood up and said that what I presented was really on point, and that he himself makes it a point that he and his family always do things together to balance out what he does professionally. And he also stated that by me presenting this topic, that it was really my leadership skills that really helped also, which I thought was really great and a lovely compliment. The other attendees, there were attendees that actually agreed with him and gave their own perspective. They were from South Africa, Australia, and I think it was Australia. I can't remember the other countries, but it was really very nice. And it was good to see everyone talking and bringing their own perspective. And then we delved into what you can do for your service, your life of service community. And one of the attendees, he's on the board of several nonprofits, and he said, this is a good way that you can go and volunteer and help your community by going onto the board of directors for nonprofits, which I thought was really great, because I do that myself. I'm on one of the board for a nonprofit arts education program. And then we had others that focused on really what their passions were. And there was one attendee, and I thought this was interesting. She said she makes her husband crazy, but she said she's always been very detailed oriented, which is great, because as a business analyst, you have to get into the details, but you have to know how far to go and when to kind of elevate it up a little bit. But she said because she's always been very detailed oriented, someone who's been able to talk to a diverse group of people in business, her professional career works out for her, and it aligns with her passion, which was another great example as well. And then we had some really funny stories. One woman from Ohio, and she described what she does currently, and it's really managing healthcare systems, I think, for veterans. But she said, did I know I wanted to do that at 5? Well, no, not really. I didn't tell myself when I was 5 years old, this is what I wanted to do. But there were things that she's always liked to do that she's kind of incorporated into her profession now. So for the presentation, the reason I selected that is because a couple of years ago I was really focused on how do I could share with people my motivation and excitement about the work I was doing, but I couldn't really pinpoint what it was. So I started investigating how I got to this point and how I had a balance. And sometimes, I have the balance. Sometimes you just don't get that balance depending on life events that happen. So it's really knowing how to get yourself out of, a hole and bring yourself back up, because at the end of the day, you want to maintain being you want to be a professional with a level of excellence and integrity and still be able to enjoy your life holistically.